Learn to crochet for the beginner. Today we learn double crochet. Welcome back to GoodKnit Kisses, where we stitch our love and love our stitches. I'm your host Kristen, and I'm going to be showing you a series of beginner crochet videos. This series is going to be in my style, and I'm so happy to bring this to you, so stay tuned for all the videos that are coming. As always, I suggest that you watch the video through the first time before attempting to get the idea and all the tips along the way. Then grab your yarn and hook and pause as needed to crochet along with me. Today we learn about double crochet. Last week we learned half double crochet, and the week before single crochet. To get these videos, click on the link in the description below. Let's crochet! To start the double crochet, you're going to use as much yarn wide as you want with the chain. So say you want 5 inches in length, you're going to make as many chains to get those 5 inches, plus you're going to add 3. So on this one, I want 20 stitches wide, and I'm going to add 3. So I'm going to do 20 plus 3, so that's 23. So we'll start with a slip knot. Make yours however you're comfortable. This is how I do mine. I'm going to wrap around my finger twice, pull the back loop over the front a little bit, and then do it again to make a slip knot, and then just insert my hook and then pull on that and make it a little tight, not too tight, just a little snug. And then I'm going to make 23 chains. So we're going to yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3, just keep going until you get that magic number, your number plus 3. See you in a moment. For the double crochet, to start on the foundation chain, you need to go down to the 4th chain from the hook. So you're skipping the one, you don't count the one on your hook. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now before you go into that 4th one, you can mark it with your thumb. You need to yarn over first, just as you would with a half double. Okay, so we're going to the 4th stitch, okay, the 4th chain, and now we're going to yarn over and pull through 1. Now we've got 3 on the hook. Now we're going to yarn over and just pull through 2 of them. 1, 2. Okay, now we've got 2 on the hook. Yarn over again, so this makes the double. This is the second time we're yarn over and pull through. So we're going to pull through 1, 2 again, and that makes our double. Okay, we're going to move down here, and we're going to work to the 2nd stitch here. So just the very next stitch. If you're not sure, just pull back, and you can see how this one is elongated, this chain here. That means that this stitch is holding on to this chain. So we want to move down one more chain, yarn over first, and go into that chain, yarn over and pull through. So we have 3 on the hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Okay. Let's do that one more time. Yarn over, go into the next stitch or the next chain and pull through. We've got 3, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Try a little slow motion and then we'll move to the end. Yarn over, insert into that stitch or chain, yarn over, pull through the chain, 3 on your hook, yarn over, pull through just 2, yarn over, and pull through the last 2. Okay, so we're going to work all the way until the end. Pause your video, and I'll meet you back up when you've got your first row complete. All right, we're coming down to the end of our row. I've got 2 more stitches left to do, and I want to point out at the top here you see these chains. Now we talked about that in previous videos. Just in case you're catching me for the first time, I want to point out that each one of the top of these chains is 1 stitch. So if I count all the way back, I have 18. So we're not counting that first turning chain that we did when we skipped. That's not actually counted difference. This is just still 1 stitch here, and you can see that 1 stitch at the top. Okay, so this is right here, this is my double crochet, and then the end, so it's a little bit bulkier there. The second row, you're just going to be counting all these pieces here and then the turning chain. So we'll see that in just a moment. Let's go ahead and insert our hook and go through and create these last 2. Okay, and then this last one here, we are not going through where the slip knot is, we're just going through that last stitch. And if you have too many, you can actually undo this stitch here, pull that out. If you're at where you need, then you can actually take that out without having to frog and pull everything out. Frog is rip it, rip it back. So we're going to go in here, pull through 2 and 2, and we're done with that row. Now, if you remember from single crochet, it was half this height. So the double crochet is really, it's doubling the height from the single crochet. It goes really fast. Now, in order to do the turning chain, we're going to add 3. So we're going to do 3 chains. So chain 1, 2, 3. With the single crochet, it was 1. With the double crochet, it was 2. And now we're up 3. And now we're going to turn our work, and we'll yarn over, and then we're going to skip this first stitch here. Okay, you see that stitch holding above there? We're going to go into the next one right there. Okay, so we've got both stitches on our hook, and then pull through. So we have 3 again, and yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, and then we're going to yarn over and go through that next stitch here. So we're not skipping any stitches in between now. And we're just going to pull through and do double crochets as we go. And you will see that this turning chain is actually going to act as 1. So I've only done 3 double crochets, but this turning chain actually will function as 1. I'm going to do one more row and show you how we build onto there. This is critical so that you know where to continue doing your turning chains, so that your work doesn't get smaller all the time. You want to definitely count your work as you get used to it to make sure you have the same stitches in width as you did before. So we're going to yarn over and go through just as we had done before, all the way down to the end. I'll meet you on the next row. See you in a moment. And it's very obvious right here where this next stitch is. Yarn over and put it right through here. Now this was not that turning chain for the second row, so I'm going to do one more row and show you how to go into the top of this stitch here. It's usually not here where people mess up, it's here. Okay, so go ahead and chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn and work all the way down. Remember, skipping this first stitch, moving into the next one, and work all the way down to the end here, and I'll show you how to work into that first chain. Pause your video and I'll see you soon. Okay, I'm on my 3rd row, and this is where I need to work into this last turning chain here. Now I want to show you how to count these out. So you can see that this was my turning chain that I made first. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. These are called posts. This long stitch here that you've created with the double crochet, that's called a post. And so I've got 19 posts and I need one more. And you can see this one here. And I want to look at my stitches closely. And you can see that this is the last stitch I went into. And so the top of this turning chain will be this first little stitch here, and then the next one right behind it. And just going to squeeze that on there because there's one little stitch on the back. Okay, so each chain always actually has 3 loops. It has 2 on the top and 1 on the back for a ridge. And this is where we would pull through. But I've forgotten, and I need to get that yarn over in there. So I'm going to yarn over first. Then I'm going to insert it back through those 2 loops. Get those on my hook. 1, 2. Make sure I didn't split that. I think I actually did. Okay, so let's go through 1 and 2. Okay. And now we're going to yarn over and pull through. And now I have 3 on my hook. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2, and that completes that line. And so when this goes along, it's going to be a very nice straight edge here. All right, so you just chain 3 and begin again. 2, 3, turn, and start on your next row. All right, I'm going to show you a larger sample, so I'd like you to work through this until you get a nice square to complete this, and you'll label it and have it for your reference. All right, pause your video and I'll see you soon, and we'll finish this off together. To fasten off your tail, you're going to want to complete your last stitch, okay, and then cut about a 6-inch tail, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through completely. And that is how we fasten off. And now we're going to weave in the ends. So we're going to take our tapestry needle and put that in through. And we want to make sure to hide our yarn tail completely. I'm going to go on to the back side, and we can go down and through these stitches down here. And it's best to make a horseshoe or zigzag shape. So I'm going to kind of come down to through here. Oops. Pull through. And I'm just going to kind of zigzag down this way. Kind of hide and bury my tails. And I go through the post, and then I go through the next row here. Oops. Okay. And then I like to pull on my work so that it's not too tight. And then we're just going to go through, kind of do that horseshoe shape. We're going to go around the other side. And then that way my tails are buried in. And then I like to go back up through, make sure and lock it into position. And I'll cross through some of that yarn that I went through before. And then when I'm ready to cut the tails, just make sure and don't cut it too short. You can wash it or block it, whatever. And then that extra little tail will end up working through, and then it won't pop out to the other side. So just complete the tail on the other end, and you'll be done with it. I hope you enjoyed learning the double crochet. Stay tuned for our next video on the triple crochet. Be sure and click on the link to subscribe and get notifications for the next videos coming out in our crochet series and more coming up. I hope you have a great day and happy crochet. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining us today, where we help you stitch your love and love your stitches. See you again soon.